everyone. Today we are going to talk about special right triangle, the 45, 45, 90 degree triangle. So we call this as 45, 45, 90 degrees because we have a 45 on one of the corners, another 45 on the other corner right here, and this is the right angle 90. So 45, 45, 90. Now these are the two basic features for 45, 45, 90. First is that the two legs are equal. Since both of the angles are 45, that means this two sides right here, which are the two legs, would be the same. So I label them as x and x. They're the same. Whatever the value of x is, they're going to be the same. The other feature for this is that the hypotenuse of this 45, 45, 90 degree triangle would be x square root of 2. We see that the x actually was the leg, so the formula for the hypotenuse is actually leg square root of 2. Now let's have an example to better see this. So let's take this first example right here. So we are given a triangle. Even though there's no 45 here, we can already tell that's 45 because we have a 45 plus 45 plus 90 is 180. So I have written the formula that we got from the beginning. I wrote it up here so we can refer to it. We can go back to it. So first, we label the parts here. So we should know what the parts are. So first, we know that this is the leg. So this side is the leg. Leg is equal to 10. This is another leg. And so the value for this is another 10. Because remember, the legs of a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle should be equal each other. So if this is 10, this is a 10. Now, how do we find the hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is leg squared of 2. Since we have a leg of 10, so then the m here is actually 10, which is the leg square root of 2. So these are the answers. So then we can go ahead and write the answers over here. Our m is 10 square root of 2, and our n is 10. So these are the two answers here. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so let's see what you have. So we're going to label the parts. This one right here is a leg. And this one right here is another leg. And we know that the legs of the two legs of a 45, 45, 90 degree triangle should be equal. So if that is 13, so h is 13. And so the hypotenuse is actually whatever the leg is, you multiply it by square root of 2. So then the k here is 13 square root of 2. So then the two answers here are the h is 13 and then the k is 13 square root of 2. So these are the two answers up here. Did you get the same answer as this? Good. Perfect. Now let's move on to the next example right here. So let's have this third example here. We're supposed to solve for this one. So let's take this one right here first. So we have, this is our hypotenuse. So 15 square root of 2 is our hypotenuse. So we can label this as the hypotenuse. And this one right here is the leg. And this one right here is the leg. So we have, again, this formula. I will put this up here so we can always go back to it. So we have the two legs are equal. But how do we find the legs here? We are given the hypotenuse, 15 square root of 2. We know that the formula for hypotenuse is leg square root of 2. So then I can go ahead and write the formula for hypotenuse here. So hypotenuse is leg times square root of 2. What is the value for the hypotenuse? Our hypotenuse is 15 square root of 2. So I plug that in here. 15 square root of 2 equals leg square root of 2. So we want to solve for leg in this problem. We want the leg. So since we want the leg by itself, we're going to divide both sides by square root of 2. Divide this by square root of 2. And then from here, we can cross out the square root of 2 and square root of 2 here. So then we can also cross out the square root of 2 and square root of 2. So then our leg is actually equal to 15. So our leg is 15. So then we can go ahead and write our B is 15 and our A is 15. So both of them are 15. So then we can go ahead and write A is 15 and B is 15. So these are the two answers. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over the problem here. This is our hypotenuse across the 90-degree angle. So this is the hypotenuse right here. So I'm going to label that as hypotenuse. This is the leg. And the V is also another leg. So we remember that the formula for hypotenuse is equal to leg times square root of 2. Our hypotenuse is 24 square root of 2. So I'm going to write 24 square root of 2 equals leg square root of 2. I want the leg because those are missing. So I'm going to divide both sides by square root of 2. Divide this by square root of 2. So then the square root of 2 gets crossed out and we're left with a leg. So then our leg is equal to 24. And so we can go ahead and write 24 on this. So that's 24. And this side right here is also 24 since that is the leg. So our leg is 24 and our U is 24. So then our V is 24. Did you get the same answers as this? Good. Perfect. Now let's move on to the next example right here. So let me take this out and we're moving on to this next example here. Okay. So we have this problem right here. So we label the parts. This is our hypotenuse. So I'm going to label this as the hypotenuse, and this is our leg, and this is our leg. So let's solve for the two legs. We're given the hypotenuse. We are missing the leg. Again, I will put the formula up here so we can go back to it. So it's the formula right there. So looking at the formula right here, since we are given with the hypotenuse, we can use the second one. So the equation would be hypotenuse is equal to leg square root of 2. Our hypotenuse is 12. So I'm going to put that in. 12 equals leg square root of 2. Since I want the leg, because those are the missing ones, I am going to divide both sides by square root of 2. Divide this by square root of 2. So then I can cross out the square root of 2 and square root of 2 here. So the leg here is equal to 12 over square root of 2. When we have a radical, it should not be at the bottom. So we need to do something to it so we don't get a radical at the bottom. The trick to this is we multiply 1 to it by multiplying, we're going to multiply 1 in a form of square root of 2 over square root of 2. So that square root of 2 divided by square root of 2 is just multiplying it by 1. And then from here, we can go ahead and say that our numerator, we multiply them across. That is 12 square root of 2. And then square root of 2 times square root of 2 is a square root of 4. And so we can simplify this some more. So then I'm going to show the work over here. So our leg is equal to, that is, we said that it was 12 square root of 2 over square root of 4 is 2. And then we can simplify this because 12 divided by 2 is 6. So then our leg is 6 square root of 2. So this is our answer for the leg. Again, we got the 6 because we have 12 divided by 2 is 6 and we keep the square root of 2. So then this side right here is 6 square root of 2. So this is 6 square root of 2 and this is 6 square root of 2. So then we can go ahead and write x is equal to 6 square root of 2, y equals 6 square root of 2. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over the problem here. By the way, these are the answers to this. So we go over the answers to the second one right here. It's pretty much the same thing. We label this as our hypotenuse right here. So this is the hypotenuse here. These are the legs. and this is another leg right here. And so since we're given the hypotenuse, we use the second equation. So that is hypotenuse equals leg times square root of 2. And then since we want the leg, because the legs are the ones that are missing, so we divide both sides by, no, we plug in the 16 first. So that would be before you divide. So 16 is equals to leg square root of 2. So then from here, we divide both sides by square root of 2 so that we are able to solve for the leg. So square root of 2. So then this square root of 2 and square root of 2 gets crossed out. So we are left with leg is equal to 16 over square root of 2. And then again, there should be no radical at the bottom. So then we multiply this by square root of 2 over square root of 2. So we are left with leg is equal to 16 square root of 2 over square root of 4. And we can simplify square root of 4 just like how we did it over here. So I'm going to write the work on the side here. So this is leg is equal to 16 square root of 2 over square root of 4 is 2. So then we go ahead and write leg to be 8 square root of 2, because you have 16 divided by 2 is 8. And so we keep the square root of 2. So then the A is 8 square root of 2. And then the B is 8 square root of 2. So this is 8, that's 8 square root of 2. So that's 8 square root of 2. And this is 8 square root of 2. Did you get 8 square root of 2 for these two legs here? Good. Perfect. Now let's have the last example here. So let's take this last example right here. So we have this problem here. And we are supposed to solve for legs for the leg B and the hypotenuse A. So we remember that in the formula, let me take the formula from the previous one right here. So we got this formula from the beginning. So I'll put that up here. So we remember that the two legs are equal each other. So that means this B right here is the leg. So we label this as the leg. This is the leg. And this is the hypotenuse. So then if the leg is 7 square root of 2 here, that means this one right here is 7 square root of 2. Because again, the two legs are equal. So that is 7 square root of 2. So we got that. So our task is to find for A. So the formula for hypotenuse is this one right here. So I go ahead and write hypotenuse is equal to leg square root of 2. I want the hypotenuse, but I'm given the leg 7 square root of 2. So I plug that into the leg because that's the leg right there. So 7 square root of 2, and we have another square root of 2 multiplied to it. So what are we going to do is we simplify this. So 7, these are the ones that we can multiply. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4, and square root of 4 is 2, so that's 7 times 2, because square root of 4 is 2, so that this is 14. So the hypotenuse here is 14. So we have the value for hypotenuse is 14. So pretty much we have our A is 14 and our B, so A is 14, B is 7 square root of 2. At this time, I would encourage you to pause this video and try this problem out on your own. And when you're done, unpause it and check your answer. Okay, so we go over the problem here. So again, we are given the leg. So this is the leg, and this is the leg, and this is the hypotenuse. So again, the leg would be the same as this because the two legs are equal. So I'm going to write this as 10 square root of 2. So then I want to solve for the hypotenuse using this equation. So hypotenuse is equal to leg square root of 2. So the leg is 10 square root of 2. I'm going to plug it into the leg. So that is 10 square root of 2, and we get another square root of 2 in the equation. So I'm going to put the square root of 2 over there. So this becomes 10 square root of 4. Square root of 4 is 2, so 10 times 2. So then we go ahead and write the hypotenuse then is 20. So this is our hypotenuse here. So we can go ahead and write x is equal to 20. And then, so we can go ahead and write x is equal to 20, and the y is equal to, which is the leg, y is equals to 10 squared of 2. Did you get the same answers as this? Good. Perfect. If you find this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more math videos. See ya!